guys, it's Tony, and I wanted to make this video because I wanted to do a review on last night's episode of Winter Hill. But before I get into that, I would like to say, if anybody wants to watch a movie online or watch a TV show from the beginning or anything like that, just to watch something online, I'll be able to find links for you. And if you have certain movies and stuff, you can go to my ask box and put them in, and I'll find the links for them and give them to you. In my response. And so going into that, if you didn't see last night's episode of Winter Hill, you'll be able to watch it on a website. It's www.ch131.com, and if you go to the homepage, which will load when you enter that, you'll see a link for Winter Hill's episode from last night. So now I just want to go into my review, and there was a lot of comic relief in it. There was Quinn with the toaster strudels, which I really enjoyed because I used to eat them as a kid. And I loved how Haley, she pretended to go into labor to see people's reactions. And I love the reactions of the characters. Talking about babies, I loved the whole thing with the paint. And in the end, I loved how the room looked. Like, I know they didn't finish it, but Brooke put green, black, and yellow. And I really think that's how the room should stay, because it's part of all of them, because the green is Julian, the black is the birth mom, and the yellow is Brooke. And it just shows how many people love her, love the baby and stuff, and just really symbolizes a lot, and I love it. And the other part was the whole thing with Chuck. Like, I think it was more important than the Ian Kellerman thing. So I'm gonna say the whole storyline with Chuck and Chase was very good, because when he first started being on the show, I'm like, oh my god, this kid is so annoying. He's mean to Jamie. He's just annoying. I don't know. Like, I'm not really big with kids, but so then he has a really big, well, not a really big storyline, but a storyline, and it shows you what he goes through. So it's not me, no, it's not right for me to judge him. And I know TV is my life, but you get a lot of life lessons out of it. You know that you should get to know someone before you judge them, and that's what I did with Chuck's character, and the show made it right, you know. But so about that, it was so great. I'm so glad Chuck has a person in his life like Chase, and the whole thing with Chase and Alex. I'm really proud of her for letting Ian Kellerman, who ended up texting her, and that's who she was texting throughout the episode, not get her back into the party girl mode, because she really is a nice person, and I just adore her character, and it's so dynamic, and I feel like she's making a new life for herself after everything that happened with her. The whole Ian Kellerman thing. I liked him because he was like Nathan, and he had Dan Scott in his life and ends up being Nathan's professor, but it's like Nathan has to deal with Dan Scott again, and he is ready to deal with him, and I want him to show Ian how to deal with those types of people. But then again, you find out that he ended up being the one who hit the car that Brooke and Jamie were in and made it go into the river or lake, river or whatever, and you see that Clay was right to have a immoral thing if he did anything wrong to get out of the contract. And I feel like Nathan is not going to look past that, because it was his son in the car, and he's known Brooke for a very long time. So I don't think he's going to do anything, and I mean, I think he's going to do something about it, not let it go. And so I just want to say another thing, my predictions for the new episode that's going to come up, but it's going to be April 7th or 17th. I have to check it into it, and I'll make a posting on my Tumblr, so you could see if you need to know. So my predictions. I have hiccups now. Okay, so the whole thing with Haley and her pregnancy. Oh, wait, let me just finish. I didn't, like, realize that um, Brooke wasn't gonna get a call from Haley saying that she went into labor because Chloe, I guess, went into labor first, and like they're the adoptive parents. But I was really expecting to get the call from Haley, and so did Brooke too. So yeah, that's all I say about that. Okay, back to my predictions. With Haley's pregnancy, I feel like the preview showed that she was gonna have a complication with the baby. And to be honest, when you first find out that she's pregnant, when she first gets over the depression and accepts her mother's death and gets through it, I feel like they made her be pregnant and for the wrong reasons, because it's not fake happiness, because you're happy to be another, like, a mother, and it's a very joyous moment in your life, but she just been through so much before that, and I don't think it was right to do that, because she thinks it's a reincarnation of her mother, and it was really sweet that she wants to name it Lydia, and I love Lydia's character. Like, when she died, I was hysterical, because I remember, like, when they first asked the parents to give consent to get married, like, for Haley and Nathan to get married, and, like, she just saying, um, about when he would climb in her window and, like, stuff like that, and it was just so sweet, and I always loved her. Um, but anyway, I just worry that she's going to have complications with the baby and end up in depression, even though she does have the hotline she works at and helps people. And she does have her music. So let's just see how it's going to happen. Um, and for Brooke and the baby, I think gonna, they're gonna get it. I believe that they will, but it's just gonna be hard scene and just a hard story to do because of Chloe, the mother of the child. I really think she's gonna have a hard time letting it go. Um, but like I said before, it's like she's always gonna be part of her baby's life because of the way the black symbolized in the room, and I believe that it was part of her. So I think I'm done with this review and my predictions. I really enjoyed the episode a lot. Oh my god, I forgot to talk about Millicent. Oh, I forgot to talk about Millicent, and I do have predictions on her storyline and stuff. I enjoyed that Millie and Mouth were connected by this job because he could help her with the job, and she could help him by expressing his ideas to millions of people on television. But in the end, I think what's going to end up happening is that Millicent's going to take credit for what he said, but I hope that she's much wiser than she used to be, and since they're so close in their relationship that they're limbo to being engaged, that she would say, like, if they were ever asked, sorry, I'm getting a text message, it doesn't matter, it's going to be a tweet, I know. So, I hope that she says, oh, is my boyfriend, he's, like, and he should just get a job. But I love the way he was able to accept that he wasn't gonna get the job and let his girlfriend have it. I just love their relationship, and I hope they do get married someday. And that's all I have to say about that. Thank you for listening. Bye.